No. I am very good at this and know what I'm doing. I needed to get my chat up before I do that. Smart person. Okay, now I remember to put my freaking chat in there. We're good. A little bit for people to appear. Yeah. Hi. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. So after all that fucking around I did this afternoon, we're actually getting to the plot. Yay. Then we get to go to stuff that makes it obvious that the writing isn't very good. I know BioWare has this reputation with a lot of people for like having great writing and everything. I really don't think they're that good. But I guess I'm more picky than most people.
You know, we don't have
Still no sign of them coming back from the
their
castle,
numbers just
Murdoch.
keep growing each
Tell them to maintain watch. So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I didn't think they made women Grey Wardens. For more reasons than you care to hear, I bet. Still, there's no reason to think Bantegan's lost his mind. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
Well, we do want to help however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
Can I do a persuasion?
I hope you're right. I've been trying to hold us together, but it isn't easy. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge. We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired.
He sounds very
and
happy about
quickly,
me being
or
in
half
charge.
of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help. I'd appreciate it. If he doesn't help, he'll die like the rest of us. What good will that do anyone then? Have you spoken to Owen? Is he not the most stubborn fool you've ever met? We could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwyn in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses. Shouldn't you be trying to reason with Owen?
Trying to pick up all my quests.
Don't drink with him.
Jeez.
That's how he sucks you in. Just my luck, our success hinges on the most foolish drunk of a smith ever to grace the Maker's lands.
Yeah, you don't sound especially sober yourself.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left. Huh? Who is that? What do you want? I've been through enough. All right, all right. Let me undo the locks. All I ask is that you don't make any trouble.
Maker's breath. What is that smell? It's like someone set a brewery on fire.
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are?
I'm Grey Warden, blah blah blah.
A Grey Warden, is it? It takes all kinds. Funny, you didn't sound like an elf through the door.
Can't say I expected that.
Just gonna
Anyhow,
be randomly slightly
my name's
racist.
Owen,
Okay.
though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted? Why should I help Murdoch when he won't help me? Hmm? My girl, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what
find
happens
this
to me
guy
or the
very
village,
annoying.
or anyone. Why not? It's not like we're going to live past the night anyhow. Or are you going to save us?
That's the plan. Oh, yeah. Besotted. That's... I'm pretty sure that's what the word actually means. I think when they use it for, like, you know, being besotted with someone, you know, having a infatuation or whatever, I'm pretty sure that use is metaphorical.
Is that so? Maybe it's the drink talking, but you almost sound like you believe that.
Actually, it's gonna
Tell you
bother me.
what,
I'm gonna look it up.
if you want me to do repairs for Murdoch and his men, promise me you'll go into the castle and find my daughter.
Well, I plan on going up there anyway.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either.
You were asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
Okay. Besotted apparently literally means, made stupid. And it was apparently originally used with, being drunk and then was eventually extended to infatuation. So that's the original meaning, yes. Etymology.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
Oh, lovely. Shall we next begin rescuing kittens from trees?
Shut up.
Right then. It seems I have some work to do, relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me. Hey, I see you found my hiding place. I stuck some old equipment in there before Murdoch could get his hands on it. I must admit, it feels good to be up and doing something finally. There's no way I'm sobering up before morning, however. Right. I haven't got much, obviously, but I'll do whatever I can for you.
Particularly great. Something I can get here, though. Yeah. Come on.
I don't think there's anything you'll need in there. But it's hard to say. I was in a bit of a rush when I filled it up. Not if I'm going to repair the equipment they have. That stuff is old, anyhow. Yeah, let me open it for you. I have the key.
I shall do it.
Mostly useless anyway. Just gonna sell all this right back to him anyway.
It feels good to be up and do.
It was all useless. Free money, I guess.
shall be done.
Yes?
No, not you.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll inform Bantigan the militia is ready to fight. We'll give those bastards a welcome they won't soon forget. I hope you're right. We may just be village folk, but we're going to fight like there's no tomorrow. You'll find him and his men at the mill by the bridge, to the north. I have a good feeling about tonight.
Ice arrows. I can never remember if it's ice or fire that Darkspawn are.
They say your mother
weak
is
to.
Flemeth, a witch of the Kukari Wilds.
They also say that washing your feet in winter makes you catch cold in the head, but we all know that is not true. But sometimes they are right, and they are right in this.
You know the stories about...
Of course. You think my mother would let me go without telling me all the stories of her youth?
My mother told me stories too. She was the one who kindled my love of the old tales and legends.
My mother's stories curdled my blood and haunted my dreams. No little girl wants to hear about the wilder men her mother took to her bed, using them till they were spent, then killing them. No little girl wants to be told that this is also expected of her once she comes of age.
I see.
No, you don't. You really don't.
Well, Leliana trying to do some bonding, and that didn't work.
Very well.
It is kind of amazing how freaking naive Liliana can be after the ridiculous life as a fucking assassin spy she had.
Go away. This isn't your home. This is my home. My home, you hear me? How do you know my name? Did she tell you to take me back to the Chantry? Don't make me go back there. I hate that place. I hate it. Everybody's scared. But they tell me I shouldn't be scared. And they tell me I shouldn't be sad that Mother died. I don't want to be sad. I'm brave. I'm going to be a hero. I'm going to fight them off. I will.
Uh-huh. From in there?
No. I just heard you coming, and I guess that's not very brave of me, is it? I'll come out now.
I'm pretty sure that isn't Morgan trying to share her childhood
Alright,
trauma and just
I
her trying to
came
get
out.
Liliana to shut the fuck
You won't
up.
hurt me. Will you? I'll go back to the Chantry if you really want. I can't tell you. It's a secret. You could. Alright, I guess.
Once you
Father
get to a
said I
certain
could have
point,
his sword when I grew up.
persuade is
It
basically
was
cheating.
Grandfather's. And Grandfather was a great dragon slayer. I thought, if I was brave like Grandfather, I could use his sword and kill the bad people who took Mother. No, well, maybe the sword was too heavy for me. I guess I'm not as strong as I thought I was. That doesn't help us now. Caitlin says everyone's going to die tonight. Really? You must be very brave. I wish I was like you.
Little kid.
In the chest, in Mother's room, Father gave me a key, but I'm not supposed to give it to anyone. I guess you're right.
Just, you know,
I
stealing
should
a
help
family
defend the
heirloom.
village,
No
shouldn't
big
I?
deal.
Father would have if he were here. Oh, all right. Here's the key. I hope you use it to kill a lot of those bad people. I should go back to the Chantry. Good luck.
Just, you know, stealing a treasured family heirloom off of a small child. No big deal.
I shall do it. It shall be done. I shall do it.
6 damage against beasts. Yeah, probably good. Although, what is Alistair carrying anyway? Yeah, you can keep that one.
It shall be done.
I do think this part of the village being like on stilts over the lake is neat. They did make some really fun design decisions in this one.
As you say.
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home. Apology accepted. The name's Dwyn. Pleased to meet you. Now get out. So what? You recruiting for him? I'll tell you what I told Murdoch. I'm not risking my neck for this town. Thanks. But I'll take my chances in here. Everyone else can run around in the open waiting to die. So, that's what it comes down to, huh? Fine. I'll go. If you want me out there so badly. Spoken like someone who doesn't know me very well. Go tell Murdoch he won. And I better see you out there in the square when those creatures come.
I wasn't sure if my strength was going to be high enough to actually do that, but I guess this is basically a tutorial area, so they're just like showing you the different options and stuff. So this is still the beginning of the game. That's not makeup, those are tattoos. It's the thing that like the dwarven criminal groups do, is they have the facial tattoos and stuff.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
I suspect my skill is still higher than yours, though, Liana. Yeah, see. Although the tattoos, while they are cool, aren't just cool. It's a it is a thing that they just do in like the dwarven criminal groups. But where they got that from is because, you know, they have the casteless. Yeah, it's casteless. It's people who are, you know,
very well.
Slave underclass, basically. And they're branded on the face. They're branded on the face with a... I don't remember exactly what the symbol is, but there's one that they all have. And it was an elaboration of that that the because you know the dwarven crime groups are going to be mostly castless, so then they took that and made it a whole thing by like adding to it themselves. So it comes out of a pretty shitty place, but it's still cool.
As you say.
Stop fidgeting.
I don't like being out here doing...
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it. The men's spirits are high for now. Far better. Dwin's presence makes the men... Since you convinced Owen to... Overall, I'd say the militia... Is there anything else?
What about that oil I found?
I have a good...
Who do I talk to about that?
Because you're a good-for-nothing liar and a thief.
Well, we don't understand why we're out here.
We're out here because I say we're gonna help you.
Those guys are fighting about being out here.
Not looking for company. Why? I don't live here. Just waiting until I can leave again. Sworn there was a thing I could do in here, but oh well.
Hello there, friend. Can't say we've ever met before. Stranger to the village, I take it. Haven't had many travelers lately. All this nonsense is bad for business. Bet you regret coming, yes?
The swarms of the undead attacking the town is bad for business.
Right. I've got some supplies, too, in case you're interested. With the store closed down, it doesn't hurt to pick up some of the slack, eh?
Yes? What can I do for you? I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my wife. Don't sign that paper, she said. They might pay you a few sovereigns now, but they'll be back. Blast. I'll see you on the front lines, I suppose.
Going to level up soon. Almost there.
There are many great tales of lost kings who return to their lands to reign in glory.
I am not lost, nor for that matter, a king. And there's nothing glorious about me.
You are Merrick's son. You are the rightful king of Ferelden.
I am the son of a starstruck maid and an indiscreet man who just happened to be king. Look, I can't be king. Some days I have trouble figuring out which boot goes on which foot.
Complete fools are made leaders of kingdoms all the time, and you're not a complete fool.
What an utter relief.
And don't worry about the boots. Kings don't need to dress themselves. That's what advisors are for, isn't it?
And starstruck maids, apparently.
No word from the castle? No, all is still, as it has been for days. It is an unnatural stillness, as though there is... naughty...
Let's get rid of these things.
Flowers? For me? They smell lovely, and there's something so familiar about them. These were my mother's flowers. She would sprinkle the dry petals amongst her clothes. Oh, they smell just like her. Thank you so much.
Say no more.
Oh, that's cute.
The Arl lives, and I...
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
will not listen to your inauspicious chatter.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit, I do not know how to address an elf in your position. I do not wish to be rude.
Trying to be polite.
Grey Warden it is, then, and thank you kindly. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now, my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost. No one told me of this. Oil, you say? How much exactly? Assuming that would hurt them. Yes, I see what you have in mind. That might be effective, if used carefully. Yes, excellent idea. I'll send some men to collect the oil. We'll use it to slow these creatures down. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime? We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered. No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
I mean, the giant pauldrons are weird, but they're not really that weird.
Ooh, the windmill. I once took a ride on the sails of a windmill. Didn't turn out well.
They do have, like, magical metal alloys that are supposedly lighter than you would expect. So, if you can make them a little bigger to protect against those ankles, then it's not a terrible idea.
As you said.
Bevan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you. The Maker sent you. I just know it. Thank you again.
Yeah, it's to guard the neck, basically, is the point. They would be very heavy, though.
You are of elven blood and a stranger, yet you defend a home that is not your own. We are grateful for that. Not many in these modern days would honestly say the same. You are a woman of worth, and the Maker will smile upon you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers.
How awful this must be for you all. Is this everyone who's left?
All those who cannot defend themselves, yes. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task? I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
Yeah, but he doesn't need to know that.
I can pray with them and give them my blessing. But Sir Perth wants me to call upon the Maker to shield them from evil.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that.
But if they think it helps...
I suppose their belief in the Maker's power could inspire them, but it just seems like trickery. Very well. If it keeps them alive, I will do what I must. I have a number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
It's a totally normal and not evil thing to do. Oh, I leveled up. I'm smart. I don't think I need strength for anything. Let's go back up and get into things.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal. Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything?
He sounds so desperate.
Must we do this? The faith that will protect these men must come from their heart, surely.
If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice. I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah for seeing some sense at last. No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is... As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
Leliana always has a weird mix of naive shit and really practical shit. It's like getting all annoyed about lying to them about the holy protection and everything, but then at the other time you're like, oh well, great fools become kings all the time, and weird.
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it. The men's spirits are high for now. Dwin's presence makes them... Since you convinced Owen to start repairs, overall I'd say the militia's very ready to fight. Is there anything else? Are you sure? There's still time left if you need to talk with Sir Perth or do anything else. Then good luck to you. You'll need it.
They're coming! Get to your positions! Make ready! Light the traps! Burn these foul creatures!
Of these guys coming around. Don't go on fire, you dumbass. I shall. Bitch is sitting in the fire. Is that the same voice actor who just Jowing?
Come on, we need to hurry!
Jesus. Oh, he's sitting here right behind this thing. Okay.
Do battle!
So cramped in here, I can't maneuver.
Try to be merciful!
Yeah!
Alistair didn't die this time. Got through a whole long fight without Alistair even dying.
Dawn arrives, and we survive the night. We are victorious. And though this victory came at great cost, we must remember none of us would be here were it not for the heroism of these good folk beside me. I thank you, dear lady. Truly the Maker smiled on us when he sent you here in our darkest hour. Surely these people deserve some small celebration, don't you think? There is time yet.
Let us bow our heads and give honor to those who gave their lives in defense of Redcliffe.
Murdoch of Redcliffe, Mayor and beloved father, we salute you.
You and so many others who have perished here, walk with he who is your Maker. Long may you know the peace of his love.
With the Maker's favor, the blow we delivered today is enough for me to enter the castle and seek out your Arl. Be wary and watch for signs of renewed attack. We shall return with news as soon as we are able. Now, we've no time to waste. Meet me at the mill. We can talk further there.
How'd you not already have weakness?
Odd how quiet the castle looks from here. You would think there was nobody inside at all. But I shouldn't delay things further. I had a plan. To enter the castle after the village was secure. There is a secret passage here, in the mill, accessible only to my family. I had no idea what lurked in the castle, and I couldn't abandon the people of the village. What if... Maker's breath.
Tigan, thank the Maker, you yet live.
Isolde, you're alive. How did you... What has happened?
I do not have much time to explain. I slipped away from the castle as soon as I saw the battle was over, and I must return quickly. And I need you to return with me, Tigan. Alone. What? Who is this woman, Tigan?
You remember me, Lady Isolde, don't you?
Alistair. Of all the... Why are you here?
They are
And
Grey Wardens.
here's a character
Isolde.
I really hate.
I owe them my life.
Pardon me, I would exchange pleasantries, but... Considering the circumstances...
Please, Lady
Yeah, some
Isolde,
of the,
we had no idea anyone was
clothing
even alive
designs are
within
really
the
neat.
castle. We must have some answers.
I know you need more of an explanation, but I don't know what is safe to tell. Tigan, there is a terrible evil within the castle. The dead waken and haunt the living. The maid responsible was caught, but still it continues. And I think Connor is going mad. We have survived, but he won't flee the castle. He has seen so much death. You must help him, Tegan. You are his uncle. You could reason with him. I do not know what else to do. I beg your pardon? That's a rather impertinent accusation. No, I did not mean... That is to say, Please, stop this. An evil I cannot fathom holds my son and husband hostage. Came for help. What more do you want from me?
But I do not understand what you mean by this evil. Did it create the walking corpses? What is it?
Something the mage unleashed. So far, it allows Eamon, Connor, and myself to live. The others were not so fortunate. It killed so many, and turned their bodies into walking nightmares. Once it was done with the castle, it struck the village. It wants us to live, but I do not know why. It allowed me to come for you, Tegan, because I begged, because I said Connor needed help. For Connor's sake, I promised I would return quickly and only with Tegan. Tegan, I know you could order your men to follow me when I return to the castle. I beg you not to. For Connor's sake.
The king is dead, and we need my brother now more than ever. I will return to the castle with you.
Just gonna go ahead and walk into a trap.
Thank the Maker. Bless you, Tegan. Bless you.
I cannot let Isolde return alone. Perhaps I can help Connor or Eamon. Perhaps this is really a trap, but this is my family. I must try. I have no illusions of dealing with this evil alone. You, on the other hand, have proven quite formidable. Isolde, can you excuse us for a moment? We must confer in private before I return to the castle with you.
Please do not take too long. I will be by the bridge.
Here's what I propose. I go in with Isolde, and you enter the castle using the secret passage. My signet ring unlocks the door. Perhaps I will distract whatever evil is inside and increase your chances of getting in unnoticed. What do you say?
Okay, not the worst idea in the world. Still dumb.
Then it's for the best. I would prefer to go inside with you, but I have no choice in the matter. Sir Perth and his men can watch for danger at the castle entrance. If you can open the gates from within, they can move in and help you. I don't think there's anyone else who can help you. If you choose not to go, then it's up to me to do what I can. Here is my signet ring. It will open the lock on the door in the mill. Whatever you do, Eamon is the priority here. If you have to, just get him out of there. Isolde, me, and anyone else, we are expendable. You're a good woman. The Maker smiled on me indeed when he sent you to Redcliffe.
So we are just going to send him with that woman? It seems so dangerous.
But I can delay no longer. Allow me to bid you farewell. And good luck.
It sounds so dangerous, like we have any other options currently.
It is begun.
I wonder who built this tunnel, and why.
I mean, having backdoors to stuff, normal.
Who's there? Is there anyone alive out there? Wait, you don't look like the Arlessa's guards. Are you from outside the castle? There's a tunnel? Then Why hasn't anyone in the castle used it? We could all have escaped by now. Curious. None of this makes any sense. Not that anyone cares much what I think. My name is Jowan. I'm a mage Lady Isolde hired to tutor her son Connor. Until they, threw me into the dungeon here. You don't know? I thought everyone knew. I poisoned Arl Eamon.
So, here's a good, nice, big, glaring sign that the writing's gonna start going downhill.
I know it looks suspicious, but I'm not responsible for the creatures and the killings in the castle. I was already imprisoned when all that began. At first, Lady Isolde came here with her men, demanding that I reverse what I'd done. I thought she meant my poisoning of the Arl. That's the first I heard about the walking corpses. She thought I'd summoned a demon to torment her family and destroy Redcliffe. She had me tortured. There was nothing I could do or say that would appease her. So they left me to rot. I was instructed to by Terran Loghain. I was told that Arl Eamon was a threat to Ferelden, that if I dealt with him, Loghain would settle matters with the Circle. You see, I'm a Maleficar, a blood mage.
You? A blood mage? Truly? I would never have guessed.
A blood mage? Well, that isn't good.
I dabbled in the forbidden arts, and they condemned me to death for it. I thought Loghain was giving me a chance to redeem myself. But he's abandoned me here, hasn't he? Everything's fallen apart, and I'm responsible. I have to make it right somehow. I have to. Yes, when the Templars caught me, they brought me to Denerim to await execution. Eventually, someone came to see me, alone. It was the Terran. I'd seen paintings of him, so I knew. I thought he'd have me executed right there. But he said I could make up for my crime. He said I would be helping the country.
So, not only is it stupid that the bad guy has to be responsible for all of the things that are happening, like they can't just be other things that are happening coincidentally or, you know, related to the Blight and the other events that are going around behind it. No, it has to be something that's being masterminded by the bad guy are fighting. Not only that, but it also doesn't make any fucking sense if you just consider the travel times. Like, you'd think people would need time to move around. And they even have that reflected sometimes with, like, the... Once you do your first story mission thing, then Lothering is going to get destroyed by Tarkspawn, and, you know, the place where you can get random encounters against them and stuff that are blighted and everything expands out as the game goes on. So you would think time actually does matter. But, by the time that we got to Lothering, there was already someone there in the Chantry that was saying that Arl Eamon had been poisoned and that they were looking for the fucking Urn of Sacred Ashes to reverse that. So we had just gotten away from Ostagar at that point. Like, we went basically straight there. But, Loghain left not that long before we did, so he would have needed to get all the way to Denerim. And then Jowan would have needed to be captured, and for some reason brought to Denerim instead of the Circle Tower, which would have been closer to where he was captured. And also, why would they bring mages to the capital of the kingdom for punishment instead of, you know, the headquarters of the Circle? That obviously makes way more sense. So not even considering that, there's all the extra travel time that's involved there. So he would have been able to brought there. Loghain would have needed to recruit him for the scheme, and then he would have needed to come back all the way to Redcliffe and then ingratiate himself with the Garrons, and somehow, like, you would think they'd be kind of secretive about their son being a mage, so they wouldn't, like, you know, be openly looking for a tutor. So getting himself into the household might have taken a little bit of you know, subtle scheming and shit, which wasn't really Jowan's thing in the first place. And then he would have needed to get close enough, doing this whole tutor thing, to be able to poison Eamon. And then they would have had to have problems dealing with the poisoning enough that they decide that they're going to look for some fucking legendary artifact that's been lost for like 1,200 years at this point, because they're at that level of desperation. And they would have had to be sending knights out to look for this fucking thing by the time we get to Lothering. like, writing problems starting to pile up at this point.
Connor had started to show signs. Lady Isolde was terrified the Circle of Magi would take him away for training.
Connor? A mage? I can't believe it.
She sought an apostate, a mage outside the Circle, to teach her son in secret so he could learn to hide his talent. Her husband had no idea. I thought that too. Connor has little knowledge of magic, but he may have done something to tear open the veil. With the veil to the Fade torn, spirits and demons could infiltrate the castle. Powerful ones could kill and create those walking corpses. I never meant for it to end like this. I swear. Let me help you fix this.
I say this boy could still be of use to us, but if not, then let him go. Why keep him prisoner here?
Hey, let's not forget he's a blood mage. You can't just set a blood mage free.
Better to slay him.
I totally
Better
can,
to
actually.
punish him for his choices. Is this Alistair who speaks, or the Templar?
I'd say it's common sense. We don't even know the whole story yet.
He wishes to redeem himself. Doesn't everyone deserve that chance?
Like yourself, you mean?
Everyone deserves a
Ooh.
chance to redeem themselves in the Maker's eyes. This man, no less than any.
I don't know. He is a blood mage. But this is an unusual situation.
Give me a chance, please.
Some actual insight from Morgan there, because we don't actually know the Leliana story yet.
You're letting me out? And what then? No, I'm not leaving. I made a mistake, and I'm going to find some way to fix it.
Fine then. That's the whole point of freedom. You get to choose what you're doing. Leliana disapproves. Why does Leliana disapprove? Like she was arguing on my side.
As you say. I shall do it.
On it.
Holy crap, Alistair, stop dying.
It shall be done. As you say. shall be done.
Just, you know, getting into that fucking armory. Although not actually good stuff by the look of it.
I shall do it.
Pretty useless shit in the armory, but fine.
It shall be done.
What is my opinion on necromancy? Like, what do you mean? In what context?
I shall
Whether necromancy would be immoral would depend on what necromancy is. Like, that's going to be very different in a lot of things depending on like what setting you're talking about.
It is begun.
Leveled up from reading a book.
Let them overwhelm us.
I am armed. Is that all you got? Now fall!
I shall
I never liked it.
as you say.
Will run, fear me. Begin the onslaught.
It shall be done. It shall be
Push
done.
them back!
Now we do battle! Don't give them the advantage!
No quarter shall be given.
I shall do it.
I shall do
Come
it.
and get it! Get off! Begin the onslaught. Defend yourself!
It shall be done.
Oh crap.
Battle it is then. Enough!
Ha, made it.
It is begun.
Good at clicking the right thing.
Look there, a cunning trap. Very well. As you say. Do not let them overwhelm us.
I never liked this part. Alright,
Another battle I
This is big cabinets and there's just one elf road in it.
As you say. It shall be done.
Please, don't hurt me. I'm sorry. I'm so frightened. These monsters are everywhere. My name's Valena. The Arlessa's maid. Is she all right? What happened to everyone? You know my father. I want to go back to the village. Is there a way out of here? But the monsters! I'll find my way. I can run fast and I know the castle. Thank you. These things should have unusual power.
Hello. We're not gonna fight in the doorway. Get out here.
It shall be done.
Make a preserver.
Oh, Alistair, why are you dead? Jesus.
Begin the onslaught. I never liked this part.
There, Alistair goes dying again.
As you say.
Cunning attack speed.
It is begun. Very well. It shall be done. Bloodshed.
Quickly, we must. Fight! Don't be a fool.
Come on. No, why is this on? Oh, for fuck's sake.
Come, let us end this.
Ow.
Best beware.
Stinky bag. Hit the fucker, come on.
Have you noticed?
Eh. How? There we go. Fuck's sake. Apparently, Sir Perth isn't allowed to die because he just got back up.
It shall be done. I shall do it. As you say. Just making his uncle do dances.
So these are our visitors? The ones you told me about, Mother?
Yes, Connor.
And this is the one who defeated my soldiers? The ones I sent to reclaim my village?
Yes.
And now it's staring at me. What is it, Mother? I can't see it well enough.
This is an elf, Connor. You've seen elves before. We have them here in the castle.
Oh, I remember. I had their ears cut off and fed to the dogs. The dogs chew for hours. Shall I send it to the kennels, Mother?
Connor, I beg you. Don't hurt anyone.
Mother? What's happening? Where am I?
Oh, thank the Maker. Connor, can you hear me?
Get away from me, fool woman! You are beginning to bore me.
Grey Warden, please don't hurt my son. He is not responsible for what he does. No! Don't say that!
So, the boy has become an abomination and sundered the veil.
Connor didn't mean to do this. It was that mage, the one who poisoned Demon. He started all this. He summoned this demon. Connor was just trying to help his father.
And made a deal with the demon to do so? foolish child.
It was a fair deal. Father is alive, just as I wanted. Now it's my turn to sit on the throne and send out armies to conquer the world. Nobody tells me what to do anymore.
Nobody tells him what to do. Nobody! Ha 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 ha!
Quiet, Uncle! I warned you what would happen if you kept shouting, didn't I? Yes, I did. But let's keep things civil. This woman will have the audience she seeks. Tell us, woman, what have you come here for? So you're a concerned well-wisher. Why didn't you say that in the first place? All the sneaking around and killing is so unnecessary. But Father is so very ill. We really shouldn't disturb him. Isn't that right, Mother?
I don't think...
Of course you don't! Ever since you sent the knights away, you do nothing but deprive me of my fun. Frankly, it's getting dull. I crave excitement and action. This woman spoiled my sport by saving that stupid village. And now, she'll repay me.
That's a lot of guys.
Enemies approaching!
Lots of guys knocking Alistair over. Keep getting hurt, Alistair.
Away with you!
Go on. There we go.
The advantage! Have you no concern for your own existence? Now we can... You cannot win!
Very well.
Sometimes
Tegan. Oh, Tegan. Are you all right?
I am better now, I think. My mind is my own again.
Blessed Andraste. I would never have forgiven myself had you died. Not after I brought you here. The fool I am. Please. Connor's not responsible for this. There must be some way we can save him.
Connor is no longer a child. He's an abomination.
You! You did this to Connor!
I didn't. I didn't summon any demon. I told you. Please, if you'll let me help.
Help? You betrayed me! I brought you here to help my son, and in return you poisoned my husband?
This is the mage you spoke of? Didn't you say he was in the dungeon?
He was. I assumed the creatures had killed him by now. He must have been set free.
Yep, that was me.
I know what you must think of me, my lady. I took advantage of your fear. I'm sorry. I never knew it would come to this.
Well, I shan't turn away his help. Not yet. And if Connor is truly an abomination...
He's not always the demon you saw. Connor is still inside him, and sometimes he breaks through. Please, I just want to protect him.
Isn't that what started this? You hired the mage to teach Connor in secret, to protect him.
If they
I hate to
discovered
agree with
Connor
this
had
asshole, but
magic,
he's
then
correct.
they'd take him away. I thought if he learned just enough to hide it, then...
I wouldn't normally suggest slaying a child, but he's an abomination. I'm not sure there's any choice.
We can't kill a young boy, demon or no demon. Please don't say we're considering that.
Connor is my nephew. But he is also possessed by a demon. Death would be merciful.
There is another option, though I loathe offering it. A mage could confront the demon in the Fade without hurting Connor himself.
What do you mean? Is the demon not within Connor?
Not physically. The demon approached Connor in the Fade while he dreamt and controls him from there. We can use the connection
That's
between
not
them
usually
to find
how
the demon.
possession is described. It's usually
enter the
described as
Fade,
crossing
then?
over. Like, this is the only time it
Kill
works
the
like
demon
this.
without hurting my boy?
No, but I can enable another mage to do so. It normally requires lyrium and several mages, but I have blood magic. Lyrium provides the power for the ritual, but I can take that power from someone's life energy. This ritual requires a lot of it, however. All of it, in fact.
So, someone must die? Someone must be sacrificed?
Yes, and then we send another mage into the Fade. I can't enter because I'm doing the ritual. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. It's not much of an option. The power has to come from somewhere, and that means either lyrium or blood.
Then let it be my blood. I will be the sacrifice.
What? Isolde, are you mad? Eamon would never allow this.
Either someone kills my son to destroy that thing inside him, or I give my life so my son can live. To me, the answer is clear.
Blood magic. How can more evil be of any help here? Two wrongs don't make a right.
It does seem like a sensible choice, with a willing participant.
Connor is blameless in this.
Or we
He
can just
should
go
not
with the Circle
have to pay
Tower
the
and
price.
take care of it there.
It's up to you, my friend. You know more about such things than I do, and it's your companion going into the Fade. The decision is yours.
You have a kid? Oh, good luck.
You can find lyrium and more mages at the Circle of Magi, if they would even do it. That is an excellent point. One of the treaties is also for the Circle of Magi, after all.
The tower is about a day's journey across the lake. You could attempt to get the mages' help.
But what will happen here? Connor will not remain passive forever.
Very well. I will keep Jowan here as a precaution. He says he wants to help, so he will keep an eye on Connor with us. Go to the tower quickly, then. The longer you are away, the greater the chances of disaster.
Obviously, just killing the abomination is the best course of action here. Like, that's what we always do when the abominations are around. We just kill them. But, you know, because it's a Lord's son, suddenly we have to think about it. And because the game gives us the option of doing something that doesn't require killing a small boy, then obviously you have to do that. This is the wrong way. This hall is turned the wrong way. That's very confusing. Did she eat food?
What do you need? Ask away. Have you seen the uniform? It's not only stylish, but well made. I'm a sucker for good tailoring. I keep it hidden under my pillow. Sometimes I'll take it out just so I can hug it fondly and remember the good old days. Brings a tear to the eyes, you know. You don't really want to know about my being a Templar, do you? It's really quite boring. You know, I like the way you think. But I guess if you're really curious, there's no harm in obliging. I have a couple of interesting-looking moles I can show you later, too, if you're interested. The truth
He's
of
the
the matter
flirting
is
necessary, Alistair.
that I did hate going to the monastery. The initiates from poor families thought I put on airs, while the noble ones called me a bastard and ignored me. I felt like Al Eamon had cast me off, unwanted, and I was determined to be bitter. But I took some solace in the training itself, I guess. I was actually quite good at it. The education, mostly, but also the discipline. You need to have a disciplined mind in order to use the abilities we have. It was difficult, but rewarding. I never really felt at home anywhere, though, until I joined the Grey Wardens. And Duncan felt my Templar abilities might be useful when we encountered Darkspawn magic, so I kept it up. What about you? Do you have anywhere you consider home? You must miss them a great deal.
Yeah,
Duncan
there
and
was
the
just a
Grey
pepperoni
Wardens
there.
are the closest I ever got to that kind of family. We won't always be traveling like this, you know. Once the war is over, once the Blight is... well, a time will come when we'll have to think about having a real home again.
Assuming
Though
this
that
country's
seems
even
like a
still
far
here after
ways
that.
off. And I suppose the Grey Wardens are gone for good, either way. I suppose you're right. We can create new Grey Wardens, but we'll never get back those we lost. I wonder if it would ever feel the same. Anyhow, now I've sidetracked us. We'd better get back to what we're supposed to be doing right now.
Did you have a thing for me?
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I suppose since you told me about you being a Grey Warden, it's only fitting for me to be as open. I am originally from Orzammar, the famed dwarven city that lies beneath the stately Frostback Mountains. I was a merchant there, too. Merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose. Our kingdoms once spanned the length of Thados, from majestic Orzammar to Kal Sharok to glittering Darmalin far to the west. They say the gold and silver veins ran so thick through the stone of Darmalin that the entire city sparkled. The Darkspawn took it all, of course. One by one, the old Tigers fell, and then all that was left was Orzammar. But we were talking about how I ended up here, weren't we? One day, a noble woman came to my store. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother.
If you're already in bed by then, I'll try giving them one of the things
While on
again.
an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that.
Nobles.
Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for me. The lost Tigers. They're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure. Something worth a little gold.
That's exactly how I see it. The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back. You're quite welcome. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you? Ah, yes. I'm married to a fine woman back in Denerim, it's true. She'd give me a son if she could, but that's not likely to ever be. Sandal here, I found him in the deep roads years ago. Abandoned, I think, and he was never quite right in the head. I took him in, and I brought him with me when I came here to the surface. He may not be my blood, true, but I think of him as one.
We left Orzammar.
That's right, boy. Maybe one day we'll see it again. It's not as if I don't benefit, mind you. Turns out the boy's a natural working with enchantments. He might have even been lyrium-addled. I never thought of that before, to be honest. Happens sometimes. He can work an enchantment into just about anything, however, given some time. Could probably open his own shop, if he knew how.
Enchantment.
Well, he does seem to enjoy it, at least.
Sandal is very cute.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
It is distillation here.
I shall do it.
Yes.
No, not Puppy.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Going the long way around. Bear. Wolf. Gonna want to hit bear first.
You forced our hand.
It shall be done.
Here comes trouble.
I shall do it.
Alana's playing? How does how does she have the energy of her playing? She's barely eaten in days.
Do you see the tower? The view from the top must be spectacular.
You have some kind of problem. Oh? What was this about? How sad it is to see a Grey Warden manipulated. But I have no time to straighten this out for you. Men, let's teach the Grey Warden a lesson about trust.
As you say.
You crossed our hands.
I shall do it.
Jesus, Alistair, you're getting your ass kicked.
I am armed. You feel no glory in bloodshed. Active violence is a solution. This should be good. How deep is it? Bring in the onslaught. Have you no concern for your own existence?
Oh, right, crap. I was gonna...
A little something extra. For friendship.
Very well.
Jeez.
Yes? All right, let me take a look. Why? What did he do to deserve this?
Good day, and welcome to the Spoiled Princess. Is there something I can get for you? Of course. If there's anything I can get you, just let me know.
So he's not a shop guy. Bleh. It's starting to be slow, so I'm going to do a quick closeout and reload, which will hopefully stop that. While I'm doing that, I'm also going to dip by the bathroom quick. I'll be back in a minute. I have returned. What was I looking for? Sitting down, making my dress be weird. Oh, by the way, there is one of those now, but I can't imagine why anyone would actually give me money. Like, nobody should give me money.
You're not looking to get across to the tower, are you? Because I have strict orders not to let anyone pass. Oh, you're a Grey Warden, are you? Prove it. Yes? Oh, a Grey Warden seal. Aha! So you're claiming to be one of those. You know, I have some documents too. They say I'm the Queen of Antiva. What do you think of that? Don't question royalty. Anyway, it was nice chatting with you. Now, on your way, right now, go. Oh, really? You think Gregor would be upset with me for not letting you in? Wait, actually, he would. Good point. He's the big guy around here. I bet he could deal with one Grey Warden. Alleged Grey Warden. Well, you want
So
that
they
I
just
should
have
take
the
you there
stupidest
now?
person available as their door guard. It's a great idea.
Come along, I suppose.
And I want 2 men stationed within sight of the doors at all times. Do not open the doors without my express consent. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
The doors are barred. Are they keeping people out or in?
Aren't the
Now
doors
we
normally
wait
barred?
and pray. We're dealing with a very delicate situation. You must leave for your own safety. I am weary of the Grey Warden's ceaseless need for men to fight the Darkspawn, but it is their right.
Jeez, these people who
You'll
are
find no
sworn to,
allies here.
to stop the fucking
The Templars can spare no
apocalypse.
men,
So
and
annoying.
the mages are indisposed. I shall speak plainly. The tower is no longer under our control. Abominations and demons stalk the tower's halls. The circle is lost. The tower has fallen. I have sent word to Denerim, calling for reinforcements and the right of annulment.
The mages are probably already dead. Any abominations remaining in there must be dealt with, no matter what.
This situation is dire. There is no alternative. Everything in the tower must be destroyed so it can be made safe again. If any are still alive, the Maker himself has shielded them. No one could have survived those monstrous creatures. It is too painful to hope for survivors and find nothing. And what was I to do? Leave the door open as the abominations poured out?
He's right.
No, he's not.
All the circles have doors like these to prevent abominations from getting loose.
Denerim must have received
Hey,
our
sweetie.
message. It cannot be much longer.
You can't see it, but Alana's right here. She's just under the view of the camera. Hey, sweetie.
If, by some miracle, you destroy the abominations, yes, the Templars will join your army. Without word from Denerim, I must determine our course. Surely destroying Darkspawn is a worthy goal. A word of caution. Once you cross that threshold, there is no turning back. The great doors must remain barred. I will open them for no one until I have proof that it is safe. I will only believe it is over if the first enchanter stands before me and tells me it is so. If Irving has fallen, then the circle is lost and must be destroyed. May Andraste lend you her courage, whatever you decide.
This whole thing is dumb. I really don't like this plot.
It shall be done.
Sure, as soon as things get a little bit out of control here in the circle, suddenly everyone is fucking becoming abominations. It's very annoying.
I wish this were over. We're running low on supplies, and I don't know how much longer we'll last. We need the abominations, and if you have anything to trade, that would be helpful too.
Recipe, Lyrium potion recipe. Jesus. 128 gold.
I shall do it. It is begun.
Kind of undermines it when they say like, oh, mages are just people, and basically running the whole like
There is one thing I do not understand.
overly religious, zealous, bigotry angle that they keep running. It kind of undermines that narrative when things just get slightly out of control in the circle, everyone goes fucking nuts and turns into abominations and murders everyone. Like,
Alistair.
Just the one thing.
About you, perhaps. Why the deception over your parentage?
I'd figure you'd be the sort who knows all about deception.
I do. And what use the deception might have had ended when King Cailan perished, did it not?
Maybe. I guess I was sort of hoping that would go away.
The truth does not go away.
I didn't say it was a good plan.
it's not really both siding so much as making the Chantry right about the danger of magic. Like, they... bothers me.
It's you. No, come no further. Grey Warden or no, I will strike you down where you stand. I will accept that for now. But what are you doing here, then? And you were told that the Circle was in no shape to help you, I suppose. So why did the Templars let you in? Do they plan to attack the tower now? They sent for it, then. I feared they might have. What else could they do? So Gregor thinks the Circle is beyond hope. He probably assumes we are all dead. They abandoned us to our fate. But even trapped as we are, we have survived. If they invoke the right, however, we will not be able to stand against them. If you are here to kill abominations, let me help you. I erected a barrier over the door leading to the rest of the tower, so nothing from inside could attack the children. You will not be able to enter the tower as long as the barrier holds, but I will dispel it if you join with me to save this circle. Once Gregor sees that we have made the tower safe, I trust he will tell his men to back down. He is not unreasonable.
You want us to assist this preachy schoolmistress to rescue these pathetic excuses for mages? They allow themselves to be corralled like cattle.
Allow themselves?
Mindless.
All them
Now
were fucking
their
enslaved
masters
as
have
children, you
chosen death
asshole.
for them, and I say, let them have it. I could be here had my mother not shielded me from the Templars, so I am to show sympathy. My mother often said that things are the way they are because they could not have been any other way. I always questioned this. Do what you wish. I care not.
You definitely do care.
Petra, Kinan, look after the others. I will be back soon.
When? Are you sure you're all right? You were so badly hurt earlier. Maybe I should come along.
The others need your protection more. I will be all right. Stay here with them. Keep them safe and calm. If you are ready, let us go end this.
No, not dog.
Yes.
Keep missing and clicking the wrong person.
Indeed.
I'm somewhat amazed at myself for having kept it in place this long. Be prepared for anything. I do not know what manner of beasts lurk beyond this barrier. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Be on your guard.
Same for me.
Very well. It shall be done.
Bitches exploding. Is that it? Spirit personages.
I shall do it. It shall be done.
Nug. The Nug died. Savants, uncommon calling. What? Why did someone do that? Air, why are you giving me money? That's a weird thing to do. case you can tell, and that's literally the first time anyone's given me money for anything, and I feel weird about it, and I am good at dealing with, like, stuff.
It is begun.
You poofed? He poofed. Phantom's Grand Bestiary.
As you say.
And then what was the other stuff? I don't remember. Spiritorium Etherealis. Magus Corvish.
It is begun.
Nose flattery.
It is begun.
Uh-oh.
I think we work well together.
It's 10 electricity damage. In case you couldn't tell, I'm very good at people like doing stuff. I already did that, didn't I? Yeah.
I shall do it.
Monster, you dying?
Now we can
Alistair, you're on fire.
As you say. As you say.
Ooh, you feel that? It's actually colder up here.
please refrain from going into the stockroom? It is a mess, and I've not been able to get it into a state fit to be seen. I was trying to tidy up, but there was little I could do. The stockroom is my responsibility. I must keep it clean. I tried to leave when things got quiet. That was when I
Freaking
encountered the barrier.
tranquil.
Finding no other way out, I returned to work.
Owain, you should have said something. I would have opened the door for you.
The stockroom is familiar. I prefer to be here. I would prefer not to die. I would prefer it if the tower returned to the way it was. Perhaps Niall will succeed and save us all. I do not know. But he came here with several others and took the litany of Adralla.
But that protects from mind domination. Is blood magic at work here?
I do not know.
Niall was in the meeting. He would know. Blood magic. I was afraid of this. We should find Niall. The litany will give us a fighting chance against any blood mages we encounter.
I wish you luck. Perhaps this will be over soon and things will return to the way they were. Goodbye.
Swear this is correct. Can't remember my password for a thing. Oh well.
Please do not draw attention to me. I would like to remain in one piece.
As you say.
There is no glory in bloodshed. Come, give us one while you can.
Jesus. They already.
A bit more dying, please.
Please, please don't kill me. I know I have no right to ask for mercy, but I didn't mean for this death and destruction. We were just trying to free ourselves. Aldred told us that the Circle would support Loghain, and Loghain would help us be free of the Chantry. You don't know what it was like. The Templars were watching. Always watching. No.
Oops.
No, please.
That's not the button I wanted to hit. Oh well.
I shall do it.
Yeah, continue to blame Logan for everything you see because they just had to make everything fucking Logan's fault. Like every fucked up thing happening in the entire country, he's responsible for somehow.
As you say.
Very
was
dumb.
here long before the Circle. It was always unlikely that we were the first to bring magic to its halls.
Mages can't teleport now. In, sometimes enemy mages can kind of like fly around and stuff. And I think it's in the third game there's an ability where you can like zip forward a few meters. But other than that, no.
As you say. It is begun.
Please don't hurt me. I'm no one. I'm not important. I just don't want to die. Oh, Maker. Thank you. I suppose I can breathe easy now. Godwin, Mage
There's
of the
this
Circle
kitten
of
right
Ferelden.
here.
At your service.
Hi. Good girl.
There were demons everywhere, blocking my exit. I decided that the best thing to do in that situation was to hide and be very, very quiet. I just really want to be somewhere safe. I think I might stay here for now. Maybe go back into my closet for a little while. And go where? The Templars have locked the door. I'm just going to stay here and see what happens. Thank you again for saving me. May we meet again in happier, less life-threatening times.
Just gonna hide in a closet. Cone of cold? Crap.
On it.
Oh, they're playing the abomination.
Let's have at it!
Do you have a dispel? You don't have a dispel, alright.
I am
Ow.
I shall do it. Very well. As you say. As you say.
So... These things. Where to go?
As you say.
Watch it!
good to go. There is no glory in bloodshed.
Hey, why are you attacking me?
Let us end this.
Alistair, you're not doing your job.
Away with you!
Ow.
No corner shall be given.
Hit him.
Or the fool pays.
Ow. 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 Ow.
Make a preserve us.
Ah. Got it. Hi. Sweet girl. Alana's over here just doing a flop. Oh.
It is begun.
This is Irving's office. I half expected to find him here, but
It shall be done.
I suppose that's too much to hope for.
I shall do it.
Hi. Hi. Oh. This is a big fight, I'm pretty sure.
Come, let us end this! Damn you! Make a preserver! There it is!
Careful.
You should practice!
It shall be done.
Got him. Have that arcane horror spawn behind a freaking pillar, and sometimes I completely miss that it's there and just get completely screwed over.
I shall do it. As you say.
Comes up and hits you with chain
It
lightning.
is
and
begun.
just kills half your party out of nowhere. gonna spawn on me or not? Guess I can look it up like a loser. Okay.
I shall do it. Look there, a cunning trap. I shall do it. Now we do battle.
Oh, there's two.
It's a trap. Here comes trouble. Have you no concern for your own existence? Handle well.
Kitten.
Very well. Very well.
lost Alistair.
Rush with death make you... Not like that,
No concern for your own
As you say. Now we do battle. Watch out! Have you no concern for your own existence? I'll try to be merciful. This is annoying. It is done.
Had another guy show up. Yeah, that was correct. Stop it. Things keep popping up on my computer. Blah. Fair.
It shall be done. I shall do it.
By the way, this is the fight that the thing with the scary teleporting, shadow cutting demon in the fic was taken from.
I shall do it.
Off I go. You go.
summoning more dudes. Yay, done. Quick.
It is begun.
As you say.
He had the special name in the health bar. I thought that was going to be difficult. Just a tranquil randomly standing here?
Thank you. That was an uncomfortable experience.
Gotta be getting close to the top, don't I?
Very well.
It is time. Everything is just as you wanted, my knight. Our love and our family is more than you hoped for.
Do you hear something, love?
It is nothing, my darling. Just the door. I will get it. The children have finished supper. Tuck them into bed while I see who it is.
Don't be long. The children will want to kiss you goodnight.
I will be but a moment, my pet. You are intruding upon a loving, intimate moment, and I dislike disruptions.
What was that?
Help! There are bandits at the door. They're going to murder the children.
They will not get past me.
As you wish.
Alistair getting knocked over.
Shall
Huh? No, go ahead. Alistair just went ahead and died again right at the end.
It is begun. It shall be done. I shall do it.
Inventory full. No eating. Huh?
Look there. A cunning trap.
I did not see the mage.
Very well. I shall do it. It is begun.
Oh,
Very
oops.
well.
Forgot about the trap. Sorry about that, Alistair.
It shall be done.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
I still don't think you
Of
have
course.
higher skill than I do. Oh. Now we get to do the fade sequence.
Look, visitors, I'd entertain you, but too much effort involved. But why? Aren't you tired of all the violence in this world? I know I am. Wouldn't you like to just lay down and forget about all this? Leave it all behind.
Can't keep eyes open. Someone pinch me.
I'll not listen to your lies, demon.
You have no power over me, she says sleepily.
Resist. You must resist. Else we are all lost.
Why do you fight? You deserve more. You deserve a rest. The world will go on without you.
And we're in the phase sequence. It's getting late, and I'm old, and my joints are starting to be annoyed with me just sitting here. So I'm going to be calling it for the night. Hope everyone had an amusing time hanging out, I guess. And thanks to Error for giving me money for reasons, I guess. I still feel weird about that, but bye everyone. The plan is to come back on Sunday. I'm going to be alternating Saturdays and Sundays probably, but it's going to depend on what my schedule looks like for various things that happen in real life. Despite the fact that I never get out, I still have things I have to do. That doesn't really seem fair. So next Sunday, as in not tomorrow, but the Sunday after that, is the plan. So, bye, everyone. Good night and stuff.